In this episode, we embark on our first night voyage on our way to the Aeolian Islands. We are treated to a spectacular show of glowing lava erupting from the volcano on Stromboli. But first, we explore the beautiful, small seaside town of Scario, where we spend a few days escaping the peak of the Italian tourist season and some strong northwesterlies.
So we're in Scario. We came from Agrippoli yesterday, which was a 10-hour sail. Agrippoli was just a little bit roly-poly, so we got out of there, and we're going to be here for a few days. I would have to say this is probably not on a big tourist destination, but it's a lovely part of the coast. So we've got a few things to do, the laundry, and we just have a look around the town. I think it's lovely to discover these little Italian towns that are, they're just tiny, and just see what life is like. So come along to the journey and you can discover with us.
Always a little bit of an adventure, a bit of a challenge when we come to a new place because we don't know where to leave the dinghy. We can't tie it up to a spot that is someone else's spot. They might be out for the day and come back. Oh, look, honey. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
We just tied up at the end of one of the floating pontoons. A couple of guys directed us over there and helped us out of the dinghy and got our stuff out and tied up the dinghy. So
they're so beautiful and helpful.
Yeah, lovely.
Like even without asking, they put out the hand, they hold on to me. Piano, piano, he says, slowly, carefully. They both hold my hands, look after me. They grab our bags. I went to take a bag and he goes, no. Carries our things. Yeah, it's really lovely. And such a pretty town.
It's gorgeous.
You know what I love about this kind of travel? Is we go to places and we don't know what to expect. It's not like we've done any research and we know what the town is like and we say, oh, that looks nice, let's go there. We stop at a place that has some shelter and then we find these amazing places. It's fantastic.
Yes. So we do a lot of research, but our research is based around what's a good place to anchor, where's the weather coming from, and those sorts of things. So everything else is a bonus after that.
Lavanderia. 29, 24, and I've got no idea. Nearly finished, my bad. So with about 40 minutes for our washing to complete in the laundromat, we're going to have a little walk along the foreshore and maybe find a cafe and a coffee. Okay, grazie mille. It was nice.
It's very sweet.
There's a couple of marineros who just sit around the dock and they just help you with whatever. Like, we're not paying to stay here.
No.
We're just using their dock to tie up the dinghy while we go into town?
So, as we saw, the population is 1,124 in 2011. It's a while ago. In a town that size, they probably know each other. So, the guy at the dock is not really thinking about himself. He's sort of saying, well, we'll make it easier for people to come in and spend money, because we come and spend money. So, that's nice.
And tourism is a big part. They're a fishing town, and then in August, they're a tourism town.
Yeah.
So we're the tourists, and we're happy to spend some money with them.
Yes. I was going to say, how long have we been in Italy?
I don't know, a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I don't know.
About 6 weeks. And we're still getting used to most things being shut in the middle of the day, including supermarkets in small towns.
So it's about lunchtime. Oh shit. Oops. So it's about lunchtime, and we thought we'd come to the supermarket to get some bread rolls, and they're shut till 4 o'clock.
1:30 to 4. Anyway,
We tried to buy a pizza. We stood in the shop for 5 minutes and no one came, so...
yeah, we'll go back and see whether they've finished lunch and can serve us lunch. It's sort of like the Italians don't work 5 days a week, they work 10 half days. With gaps in between, which is rather nice. As you walk past these houses, you can hear families having lunch. It's our last day in Scario. How long did we work out? A week?
About that.
About a week. It was a bit rocky here last night. The wind came through yesterday as we expected, which is sort of why we're in this bay. And got a little bit of swell coming through, but it was okay.
I'll tell you what it's like. It's like you press yourself against the bench and you secure the knife with your wrist while you chop the veggies. You make sure you have several points of contact because the boat is rocking around.
Yeah.
When you try to sleep, you can't lie on your side because you just get knocked over and you've got to have tense abs all the time. So the only way to sleep is flat on your back. Sorry, it's a very little road here. Not really room for pedestrians. The only way to sleep is flat on your back or flat on your tummy. And even then, you're being bounced around so you're not still. But you do get to sleep. You get used to it. It's like sleeping on a trampoline with someone jumping next to you.
So, we've dropped some rubbish off, just put the laundry in. We're just going to the supermarket, do a little shop, and since we know where everything is, it's sort of worthwhile doing all of that here.
Vino Rosso, 5 litres.
Well, the sun is rising, the church bells are dinging, roosters crowing, and dogs barking. And today is the day that we're going to head off and do our first overnight passage.
This is the first time we've turned the autopilot on, and Richard has just set it going and it's calibrating itself. So it's doing these turns, turning us right around, moving us in all kinds of directions we weren't expecting as it checks its bearings. And look, no hands.
We're on course for Stromboli. Doing about nearly 6 knots at the moment. Breeze is about 8.4, 8.8. So that's good progress. True wind angle about 80 degrees, apparent about 48 for you sailors. This is sort of the breeze we'll have for quite a bit for the next few hours. Then it will sort of soften and go a little bit more round to northwest. So I'm sort of hoping, because we're heading a little bit further south than we want to go, we should be able to turn with that breeze as well and keep the code 0 up. That's the theory anyway. Let's turn off that engine. Can't turn off the engine. So I might just go downstairs and see if I can kill it from down there. It's a bit of a worry. It's 1:40. Jez's just gone down for a sleep. I've been doing a bit of hand steering, just gone back onto auto, just have a chat. We're smashing along, about 8 knots. Wind's sitting around about the 10. Wind's out of the pretty much due west. Still heading 190. So we keep this sort of speed up. We're going to be past Stromboli before too long, but I have to trust the forecast that it's going to calm down. We'll go pretty slow overnight, I think. It's just a smashing day. Blue sky, sparkle on the water, a little swell running through, pretty much coming on our beam, maybe a little bit behind. I don't know, it's less than a metre. Stromboli is in view. It's quite an impressive cone volcano. Can you please repeat your name? This is sailing vessel Helios. Do you see us off your starboard bow, sir? We're doing about 6.5 knots. I just wanted to make sure that you can see us, and is your intention to cross our stern?
Yeah, I can see on the starboard bow 6 knots you are doing, and name is Delta.
As we get closer to the islands, there's a bit more traffic, which is sort of what we expect. I mean, the Messina Straits are just around the other side of these islands, so I'm not quite sure where they go when they come through the Messina Straits, whether they go below the islands or above. I suppose that really depends their destination. Would have loved a confirmation from this guy that is taking our transom, but we've just revved up the motor, and the bearing keeps going left of us, so he's definitely going to go across behind us, which is good. It's 8 PM, the sun's just setting, so that's 10 hours we've been going so far. As the sun sets, the islands emerge in front of us, but I can see our destination at Lipari from here. No, we're still probably 35 nautical miles off Lipari now. Yeah, you can hear our engine in the background. We're just making sure we've got a pretty good charge on our batteries before we go into the evening. Just want to make sure we've got power for the autopilot. We don't really want to fire that up while Jude's sleeping. So she is just making me a coffee at the moment, and burn some coffee. And I'll be on till about 1 AM. It's another 5 hours on watch, and then Jude will take over for probably 3 hours, and then I'll come back on for the last bit just as we come up to Lipari. Oh, as we speak, the sun is gone. We have just arrived in Lipari, looking for an anchorage.
So we anchored at dawn. We actually came in a bit before dawn. We just kind of wasted time. It's too dark.
5:30, we sort of got into the other bay, and I could see the sun was starting to rise. Yep.
So by the time the sun came up, we decided to abandon that bay and come around the corner to the next bay. And this is fine. Looks like an old, I'm going marble. Some kind of stone quarry manufacturing behind here. We'll show you. So we had a bowl of cereal, had a snooze, got up, had a swim, shower, and now we're on a second breakfast.
Yes.
It's nice after a big night.
Yes. Making use of stale bread. All up, I think our first night voyage went well. We finished up with not much wind, and the wind was coming behind us, and we still had a reasonably big swell. So it was actually really difficult making use of the wind because we were being flopped back and forth by the swell, and so it just flattened the sails. So we took the sails down and we motored, and had to motor quite slowly because we'd made such good progress during the day. We just needed to time our approach to the island here so we get here at sunrise, which we did. It was good.
Didn't get much sleep.
How do you find the experience of navigating around islands and boats?
Navigating around islands and boats was fun. It was exciting. I was good with that. So I was watching radar and watching the charts, so I could see if something is on the charts, it must be land. But if there's something on the radar that's not on the chart, it must be a boat, and then I can look out for it. That was okay, and I could see how far away they were. So that was all good. I did wake up Richard once because the boat getting pretty close. Oh, there was the big container.
Yeah,
we were very close to
about
that.
120 metre container ship. And it went across our bow and across the stern of the boat in front of us. So it was threading the needle. Yeah. And we were probably 300 metres away, I think, when we crossed. Yeah.
That bit was good. The difficult bit was trying to get a snooze in when the boom was whacking. It was like someone had a sledgehammer on the side of the boat.
Yeah.
So we probably each got 3 naps. Given from the afternoon to morning, I reckon we had 3 sleeps of about an hour.
Yeah.
A bit more than an hour each.
Yeah.
We had a good one again when we came. So that was yucky. That was like being on a 24-hour flight to London and you've got a screaming baby, and it was that awful feeling that you can't sleep and you've got stuff going on.
Yeah.
But then once I was up, I might as well be up, then I was fine.
Yeah.
So that bit was okay. Yeah, it was fun.
It's good. I think you did really well.
Thank you.
And sometimes you can be on those night things and nothing happens, you don't learn anything. And I think that having the islands around, the boats around, and you get to see what an island looks like at night, and how you, with it just being a silhouette, and it's not a very clear silhouette either, you lose the scale of it, so you don't know how close it is. So having the radar and the charts is obviously a bonus, but
it was interesting. You had to watch all the time. You had no risk of falling asleep. There was stuff going on all the time. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm ready to do it for 3 weeks though.
Oh, sail?
A big ocean. We'll get it.
Yeah.